How's it doing? Welcome back. Um, Now, for the next episode, I said I just want to briefly touch on the last two modules of level one loan operator, and that entails your IA planning as well as SEER. Now, would you care to elaborate? Because it's a very much anticipated two modules, I think, or especially the last one, SEER, amongst loan operators. And there's a lot of talks around it for a long time after a weekend of SEER. So would you care to tell us about it?
Um, First, how it came about. Obviously, we decided that the year should culminate in a sort of practical exercise where we can test the most of the skills that we taught during year one, uh, and we put together a program. The name SEER, SERE, is a bit misleading because the actual SEER means that it's survive, escape, rescue, and evade, meaning it's a it's a session they teach to military guys, uh, working behind enemy lines, that should they be compromised, that they can actually escape and evade capture, and survive during that period. So this is not it's not similar. It's based on a similar concept. So the name SEER stuck, and at this stage everybody knows about SEER, so we just keep calling it the SEER weekend. So there is a bit of an element to that in it. But what we do on the second law session is we do two things. We check, it's a sort of a final check on your firearm skills and ability to make sure that you can advance to level two. If there's an issue, the instructor, that's usually the level two instructors that get involved on those modules. So they know what they want the people to, or what level of competence they want on level two. So if they see people who still struggle with finger discipline, muscle discipline, or whatever, during that second law session, they will then address that, and they will tell the people, listen, you need to go and brush up on this and this and this, so that when you advance to level two, you've got that sorted. So also during the IA planning, we then touch on what happens at SEER, and we teach people um, planning and immediate action, um, operation. So there's a lot of planning. We look at the planning and the execution of a mission during that phase or during that module. Then the SEER module is the final module where we test endurance. There is sleep deprivation involved. Deprivation gives uh, unveils a lot of elements to us on the character of a person there and how they handle stressful situations. There's a practical exercise involved, which they have to then complete while being sleep deprived and while being put under pressure. There's a night element involved, so you are tired, you are hungry, it's dark, it's probably cold because you might be doing SEER in wintertime. Uh, and then there's a survival element involved where we do stuff like water crossing and abseiling and so on and so forth. So it's a session that lasts for about 48, no, about 36 now. Well, I think what's the time?
Yeah,
24
36 to
plus,
48, 40 hours, I suppose.
you know, a, a day and a half or something. I'm not sure what it lasts, but it lasts enough time to get you tired and get you sleep deprived and put you through a lot of stressful situations, scenarios, and now test your skill under those situations or under those conditions. Um, and that will teach you a lot about yourself. It will teach you a lot about your teammates. It will teach you, it will tell us as instructors a lot about where your levels are and what needs to be addressed. The biggest thing about SEER is that there's a huge sense of accomplishment at the end. Once you've done that, you know that you've pushed yourself beyond specific boundaries. You've learned a lot about yourself. You've learned about your own mental capacity. You've learned about your own physical ability. And you've now passed this stressful situation or stressful exercise, which has put you through these extreme conditions. You now realize that I am actually able to do much more than what I thought I was. And then that gives you the sense of accomplishment, which is needed at the end of the day to say, well, you know what, I've done it. Once completed, the guys who successfully complete SEER then gets the loan operator badge, which is that bearded skull. And yes, we do give badges, but you will know that anybody who wears a loan operator cap has been on the course. Okay, everybody who wears a team badge has been in that team for a couple of months before you got that badge. And anybody who wears the loan operator patch, the bearded skull, you will know has done and completed SEER. So that's somebody who's completed year one, level one of the course. And we want to keep it like that. We don't see ourselves as any kind of special forces unit or anything like that, but we are exclusive. People commit to this course. People commit time, people commit money, but people commit emotion. People commit hearts and minds to this course. People contribute to this course on various levels. People come on board, have advocates in their day jobs, and they contribute to the course, you know, with their legal skills and their legal knowledge. People come on board as medical doctors and they contribute to the course with their medical skills and knowledge, and so on and so forth. Um, so we want to keep that exclusive. We want to say that this is not a cheap, you can't buy this badge. Somebody who's been on this course is vested in this course. Somebody who's he's part of the family, and that's how he earned this badge at the end of the day. So the badge is much more than just, okay, I've done it. The badge is being part of this specially selected, unique group now. And not to make it sound gung-ho, not to make it sound like any kind of special forces unit in the world taking anything away from everybody, but understanding that we are dealing with professional people here, people in their own private, personal capacity with professional jobs, professional careers, contributing to the course in a much larger way. And we want to recognize them by giving them that badge.
Now, I want to give am I correct in saying that your SEER instructors is a specific group of instructors that runs your SEER sessions?
Yes. Okay. So all the specialist parts of the course are specialist instructors. So let me begin by one or from one point to the other. So if we look at the fundamentals, we do obviously all our instructors can teach fundamentals, but we've got specific instructors like Thelmarie Smit and Rue Wildenboer. I'm excluding Leo now because we all know who Leo is. I'm talking about other instructors. These instructors will take lead on the fundamental sessions. They will make sure that all the basics are in place. Okay. Then when it comes to the medical part, we've got our specific instructors, Minette Brooker, Marcus Gunelli, and Mornay Ferreira, and Walt Meyer, Garaf Venter. We've got specific medical instructors who teach the medical part. These instructors also have qualification in the firearms as tactical instructors and so forth. I mean, a guy like Gerard has spent a long career in the British Armed Forces. So there's a lot of other stuff that he can also teach. But the main focus for him then is applying his qualifications and skills as a medical person on the medical part of the course. The unarmed and knife sessions are covered by Shaltus Kuman from Raven Defense, Jock,
Wagner.
Jock Wagner from Crazy Monkey, and James Smart from Street Smart Solutions down in the Cape, and also Ridwan Said from SA Tactical Institute. So we've got skilled guys who knows a lot about blade work, who knows a lot about jiu-jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, Jock is a second Dan black belt. James Smart is a third Dan black belt. You know, Charles Kuman is a fifth Dan black belt in Krav Maga, and so on and so forth. So we've got these highly skilled guys who teach us that specifics. Then obviously our tactical instructors, we've got guys specifically are trained to present the tactical parts, guys like Luke Westhuizen, Gerard van Westhuizen, and so on and so forth. And then our SEER instructors is also a specific group of instructors that we took, and we've trained them to present the wilderness aspect of the course, the adventure aspect of the course, the outside, so the water crossing, and they've got qualifications in all that. So we make sure that the person standing in front of you there, like Gerard van Westhuizen, Claire du Plessis, Dirk Westhuizen, those guys are trained to that stage where they can actually not only just present that, but they are qualified to present that in all the aspects of the word. So yes, specific instructors that teach us specific things, and then our general group of instructors that can fill up gaps wherever they are needed as assistants to the lead instructor at the end of the day.
Okay. Now, in joining in that, I want to sort of give a testimonial from this side, from Durban's side, where we ran our Lima 22 group last year, and they went through the motions of the whole first year of Loan Operator Level 1, and they was taught by Ridwan from SA Tactical, and Ridwan obviously followed our syllabus. And when it came to SEER, you sent down the team from Pretoria and Joburg to run the SEER session here. And it was amazing to see, or it was pleasant to see how happy and the sense of achievement that not only the loan operators, but also the instructors felt in running a SEER group in a different province that they had nothing to do with. And yet the whole loan operator team of Lima 22 completed SEER in the same spirit and mindset as what you wanted to achieve with the guys in Pretoria and Gauteng. And I think that speaks great, that's a great testimony of how well the course is developed and how well the syllabus is put together. That it doesn't really matter in which province you are or take part in loan operator, is that you get the same content. Am I correct in saying?
Yes, Lidus, I think there's two parts to that. You know, first of all, yes, the syllabus. We've got a standardized syllabus, and all the instructors that present it know what to present. So there's a written down syllabus. It's in a document format. So the instructor in Kakemat can print the syllabus and he can present the course, you know, from the syllabus, which means he will stay in accordance with the loan operator mindset. But the other side of the coin is that we have to give credit to guys like Ridwan and Volt and Jock and James Smart and all the outside instructors who are not the core loan operator instructor guys, but who's running their own companies and who then also present in the loan operator course. I mean, the willingness of them, Dean, Volt, all of these guys, Mark Himon, you know, all these guys who are willing to, they may not 100% agree with one or two of the things or the way we present something, but the fact that they are willing to present it our way and buy into this loan operator concept speaks, you know, large words for them. I mean, it tells you what caliber of men these guys are. And I think we need to give a shout out to them for that, because that then at the end of the day ensures that we can send a group of Pretoria instructors down and they will get exactly what happened in KZN. So yeah, it's a two-way street, that definitely.
That's fantastic. Listen, Dion, thanks for your time again. I think I'm going to wrap it up here, and then we'll chat soon.
Thank you, Ludwig. Stay safe.
Cheers.